Oppression leads to imbalance. Imbalance creates instability. Instability breeds resistance. Remove the oppression, and the resistance fades.
So now they want to recognize Palestine, but not without conditions, not without disclaimers, not without the ritualistic chant, Israel's right to exist in peace. Where is the dialogue about Palestine's right to exist without fear? Where is the reckoning with the fact that it's the Palestinians who live next to a nuclear-armed occupier, not the other way around? Let's be clear. This isn't about peace. This is about Western shame dressed up as diplomacy. With those Arab regimes who were sleeping, waking from their slumber, only to join the chorus of compromise. They want a demilitarized Palestine next to a militarized Israel. That's not coexistence, that's containment. They say Hamas must disarm and leave. But will Israel disarm too? Will the IDF be held accountable for its massacres, its starvation sieges, its war crimes? For 2 years they chanted, Hamas, 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 as if repeating the name would erase the history. But Hamas is not the problem. Hamas is the symptom. The disease is called Israel, a colonial implant that never stopped metastasizing. Cure the disease, the symptom will disappear. With occupation, there will always be resistance. When the siege stops, then the rockets will stop. No apartheid, then no armed struggle. They say disarm Hamas, fine. But disarm Israel too. Strip both down to skin and soul, and let them live in one land, not two states stitched together with foreign thread. Colonialism always follows the same script. Suppress the native, steal the land, rewrite the story. That's what they did in America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and now Israel. But Palestine refused the rewrite. They resisted. And that resistance grew a lineage, now called Hamas. Every action has a reaction. Israel is the action. Hamas is the reaction. Remove the action, and the reaction fades. Two-state solution? It's a band-aid on a bullet wound. Will it cure the disease? Unlikely. The U.S. will veto it. The others know it, but they need their UN theater, their September performance, while Gaza bleeds out on the operating table. If these nations keep sending weapons, keep shaking hands, keep pretending, then Israel won't give a damn. They never did. Their care isn't for starving children. It's for drawing maps, drafting policies, hosting summits. Will Palestine have an army, a navy, an air force? If not, then Israel shouldn't either. If Israel can have nukes, then so can Palestine, like India and Pakistan. Balance is the only path to peace. If the U.S. can arm Ukraine, then Iran has every right, more right, to arm Palestine. Because imbalance breeds instability, and instability breeds resistance. Hamas were children once, children who saw their homes shattered, their families buried, their futures stolen. They picked up guns because the world gave them no other tool. Oppression breeds resistance. Remove the oppression, and the resistance fades. And unless the power shifts, the U.S. will veto every breath of justice. The UN will reconvene in October, put on the same show. They say Hamas is the problem, but they refuse to see the elephant in the room. Thank you for watching. Before you go, I like to know what you think. Please tell me, do you think a two-state solution can ever restore dignity, land, and self-defense to Palestinians? Or is it just another illusion crafted to protect the occupier? Drop your thoughts below. Your voice matters.